All right, good evening. Glad to have you along with us here on the Toledo Sports Network. Norm Waymer, Pat Aiken tonight in the Division 5 regional final. It's going to be Eastwood to kick off. Eastwood at 12-0, Marion Pleasant, the Spartans at 11-1. And the winner goes to the state Final Four. And Pat, I think we're ready for some hard-nosed football tonight.
That's exactly what we're going to get, Norm. We've got two teams that run a wing T offense, take a lot of pride in their offensive line. Eastwood calls their line the herd. It's the kind of mentality they have. They're big, 291. Addison Clark, 247. Dalton Addison. Marion Pleasant's line, 6'4", Chase Tipwood. We just two teams, wing team offense. We're going to see the ball on the ground, hard physical football tonight.
Yep, and line drive taken at the 25. And down shortly after that on the return, Carter Wolf.
And what's especially special for the Eagles is Eastwood has reached the regional final once in school history before, and it was Marion Pleasant that took them down that year. So they're going to try and avenge that here tonight. The Eagles did defeat Pleasant last year in a regional quarterfinal, but this is the big moment for Eastwood, moving on to that state Final Four for both teams.
Both teams have had their success this year running the football. And we don't expect anything much different tonight. First down for the Spartans. Handoff right side.
And the Spartans get nowhere. Spartans come in with two backs over 1,000 yards in the year. 5'10", 200-pound senior Matt Chase. 1,364 yards for the 10-1 Spartans. Their only loss this year was to Clear Fork, who was in the Division 4 playoffs, got beat last week by Bellevue. Their other back with over 1,000 is Patrick Blueball, 5'9", 175 sophomore. The two combined for 23 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, Blueball was the one with the carry on first down. 2nd and 9 from the 31-yard line. Handoff inside this time, and once again stacked up. Blueball on to carry again. Nope. That time it was Matt Chase.
Yeah, it was Chase that time, and Eastwood's defense just all over it, led by Antonio Salinas, a district defensive lineman of the year, 6'1", 205-pound senior. They got a lot of Northwest District awards. Tyler Schmeltz, defensive POI, 5'10", 182-pound linebacker. Let's see if Pleasant just tries to go to the air or what they try to do here.
Quarterback for the Spartans, number 10, Ethan Warner, 6'5", 190, a junior. And handoff on third down, and that's not going to be enough. Chase picked up a couple of more, but it's going to be fourth down.
And I know these Eastwood people are psyched. They came out here in good numbers tonight. They want to see that state Final Four appearance. They'll go up against either Black River or South Range, their winner of this game. And I know both these schools have that. They're not looking ahead to that, but that's in the back of their heads.
Wind's going to be a big factor tonight as Pleasant punts into the wind, and you can see that goes straight up and comes almost straight down. Pretty good punt, all things considered, and down to just before it got to the 30-yard line.
Well, Norm, Eastwood's defense did its job, 3 and out. Let's just see how the Pleasant can handle Eastwood. It's going to be a mirror offense, wing T.
You know, that's a terrific kick into the wind. Ends up being 35 yards, no return.
Wow, that is good.
Eastwood with first down. Jaden Rayford is the one that this Spartan defense is going to key on. And he is just a sophomore, and he is dynamite. And Rayford on first down. Hit at the 33 and pushed back.
And he gets very little.
But you better make sure you get him down because he always keeps his legs churning.
And he did have a hole there on the right side. It'll just be a matter over time of which of these lines prevails. I mean, it's just going to be physical at the line, and it's just going to be one side or the other.
Well, it's going to be a test of strength here until we find out the answer to that question. 2nd and 7. And off left side this time. Picked up a couple to about the 35, and on the...
Ceylon Damron, a junior running back. I mean, they've got... You talk about Rayford, but they've got 7 guys who can carry the ball. Rayford has 1,700 yards in the year, but the 6 others have combined for another 1,700. So, and all of them are averaging 5, 6, 7 yards a carry.
And Damron's gotten more carries as the season has gone along. 3rd and 5 for Eastwood. We're scoreless here in the early going. And a double handoff and a fumble. Spartans think they got it.
They do. Just a bad handoff in the cold. Junior defensive lineman, Braden Stark, all over, just right there waiting for it. Just kind of fell in his lap. And the Eagles make a mistake, and that's reminiscent of how they started against Genoa. They had to come back, and that's, you got a cold, windy night. That's the kind of thing that can happen.
And we don't have to tell you about turnovers in the playoffs.
No.
1st and
Mistake
10.
number 1.
Spartans. Hand off on 1st down. Looks like blue ball, and still did not get a whole lot.
Yeah, Eastwood's defense has to put that out of their head, the whole Eastwood team. And
that was Chase, the ball carrier.
And just continue playing hard and feeling like they have the momentum. Don't let that momentum slip away just because of turnover.
Second down and 9. A little confusion there on offense.
And Pleasant burns a timeout.
I don't know. The officials are going to confer.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the...
I don't think he ever blew it down.
Maybe the play clock did not go.
Yeah, you still have 25 seconds on the play clock. Well, Eastwood got here with 2 blowouts, basically. And I've got a man here to my left who's an Otsego grad, so I want to say this nicely. I forgot Otsego gave him a better game in 41-14 last week, and Otsego started the season with 48-0 win over the playoffs with a 40-0 win over Swanton.
All right, so now we're ready to go. No timeout was burned. 2nd and 9. A rollout and a keeper to the 30. The 29, maybe the 28. And that being Ethan Warner, the quarterback.
Yeah, he's huge, 6'5", 190 junior. Big man, and, that was the option, probably the best option that Pleasant had was to open it up and go outside and give it to someone besides their 2 featured backs. And it was effective.
3rd and 3. We're at the 7:05 mark, first quarter. Scoreless between Eastwood and Marion Pleasant. Hand off. Chase. No. First one that greeted him. I believe it was number 52.
Yeah, he got a little real estate there, but this is 4-down territory for Pleasant. Just 2 yards, and I'll tell you, they're going to come out with their playbook here. It's probably not going to be, off the 1 or 2 holes, off tackle or off guard. It's going to be, they're going to come up with something a little bit. They're lined up in the straight wing tee, and now they're calling a timeout.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout and come back. 6:28 to go in the first, and we're scoreless. Eastwood, Marion Pleasant.
Foster Jones Langham Investment Group of Wells Fargo is a proud sponsor of Eastwood football. Our team of financial advisors can provide a full range of financial products and services, from helping you select individual investments to developing a retirement plan. We have access to a broad array of company resources. Contact us if you'd like to help your development for strategies for pursuing your financial goals. Give them a call at 419-872-3859. Go Eagles.
Tell you what, Pat, we're keeping it here. 6:28 to go in the first, scoreless.
Okay, well, I was talking about Eastwood's run to the regional finals. Talk about Pleasant. Pleasant barely got past Archbold, 28-24 at Findlay High School in the regional semifinal. They opened with a 48-21 win over Genoa, Eastwood's rival in the Northern Buckeye Conference. Pleasant, like I said, did not win their league. They finished second to Clear Fork. Eastwood, of course, did, ranked number 1 in the state, 12-0. First time in school history for Eastwood to finish 12-0. Only the 4th time in school history to finish regular season undefeated.
That previous tackle was Dalton Andrews, 6'3", 247. 4th and 2. Fumble. Regardless of who gets it, they won't get the first down, and Eastwood will get the football.
Yeah, and that is big. When you can make that kind of play and have your back against a wall after a turnover and come out and, I guess it is technically a turnover. I don't know.
Yeah, Eastwood did recover it, but regardless.
Regardless, it had been a turnover on down, so the Eagles are back in business. But, they made mistakes against Genoa. They barely beat Genoa on an interception returned by Alex Ross in the end of the game. So see if they can cut the mistakes.
First down and 10. Jake Pickrell, the quarterback. And a handoff right side, Rayford.
And that's some nice running by Rayford. A little bit of room there. That's all he needs. A little bit of real estate, a seam. Picks up 5 yards. Rayford, like you said, Norm, just a sophomore, started every game of his high school career except for a game and a half this year when he was down with an ankle sprain. That's saying a lot for a kid who's been starting every game of his high school football career, freshman and sophomore year.
6'2", 190, and not only is he very fast, he's also very strong. And I've seen him this season go into a pile, disappear, the pile keep moving, and him come out the other side.
Yeah.
He is a threat to break one at any time.
Yeah, he's got 2 more years of high school football left.
2nd and 5. Ooh, a little juggled it just a little bit.
Yeah.
Still picked up about 2.
That might be a little bit of overexcitement. That was
Damrod on the carry.
Yeah. Damrod getting the 2nd carry of the night. Spreading it around a little bit.
2-yard gain, 3rd and 3.
Damrod has 351 yards rushing on the year, averaging 7.6 per carry. So he's a threat.
3rd down at about 3. And a flag flies. Offsides on Marion Pleasant.
That's our first down of the game. By penalty. By any measure, but this one's by penalty. In this grudge match, this tug of war.
Well, we always watch it. Turnovers and penalties. Especially in the playoffs. Because generally in the playoffs you have 2 good teams that are pretty evenly matched, and any mistakes could tip the scale. 1st and 10 at the 42. Damrod in motion. Handoff. Rayford. Close to the 45.
Boy, that clock's moving already. We're down under 5 minutes. First quarter, so we expected the clock to just keep moving when you got 2 teams that are going to run the football.
Well, it's also important to see who's on the field longer, whose defense is on the field longer. And we've seen Eastwood wear teams out. 2nd and 7. Over the right guard, across the 45, out near the 48-yard line is Damron.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest gain of the night for Eastwood. Puts them in a short yardage situation for 3rd down. Maybe we'll get our first down, something other than a penalty. That herd of Eastwood, they got names for everybody. Their scout team is called the Coal Miners. They like to. I'll let Norm call the play here.
3rd and 5, or I'm sorry, 3rd and 4. Rayford.
Oh, wow.
Didn't get it.
No. They got to that line quick. I thought it was going to develop.
I saw Matthew Kelly, one of the defensive backs, come up on a bit of a run blitz.
Well, this might be important here, too. Eastwood has a first-team punter, all-district punter,
Well, and
Josh McCauley, and he's got the wind behind him.
he's got a strong wind to his back.
And he's booted one for 70 yards this year. He averages 38.4.
Marion Pleasant has a flag on the far side, and it is pretty much straight out. High. Wobbly kick. Going to bounce inside the 10 and bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So 2:58 to go in the first, and Marion Pleasant will take over at their own 20 as we remain scoreless.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders.
So once again, what's key to one of the keys here to Marion Pleasant is they got to get a couple of first downs. They cannot go 3 and out on a consistent basis. You will leave that defense on the field way too long. Those 3-yard runs become 5-yard runs, become 7-yard runs, and longer.
Well, I got a feeling we're going to see some counters, a little bit of different. There you go, going outside. Trying to spread out Eastwood's defense.
Blue ball got knocked out of bounds near the 23.
And I think they realize now they can't just keep running straight at Eastwood. At least not every down.
Well, they gained 4 on that play. One thing about Eastwood, and this, they are big, but they are also very quick. They play their assignments very well on defense. Second and 6.
Yeah,
Yep, a little movement up front.
Yeah. Right guard moved. They were doing a lot of shifts there. I don't know how many of those shifts are legal, and that's a lot of guys shifting the backfield on a couple different times, trying to create something, and their own offensive guard got fooled by it. Jumped himself.
And then what becomes important is when you have a ground base attack, and difference between 2nd and 6 and 2nd and 11 is huge.
Right. Especially when you're only getting right now a couple yards. You're just trying to get anything.
Your playbook gets a lot thinner. On 2nd down, this is blue ball to the left side. Got back across the 20, out close to the 23. So now instead of 3rd and 3, you have 3rd and 8.
Well, let's see. Maybe we'll see our first pass attempt here.
Roll out to the right side this time. Here comes the pressure, and he throws it away. On hot pursuit, number 16, Tyler Schmeltz. And they were guarding that outside on the left to take away a rollout to the left side like we saw the last drive that Marion Pleasant had.
And Tyler Schmeltz is going to get there. He's, the whole Northwest District honored him as the Defensive Player of the Year, 182-pound linebacker.
Here becomes the other problem. You're putting into the wind after a 3 and out. Straight up and out of bounds.
Shanked. Eastwood will get its best field position.
Well, his first punt was terrific. This one was not. And they mark it at the 35-yard line, so it's a 13-yard punt.
Well, Eastwood's just going to keep on the same game plan they've had, just keep trying to wear down Pleasant's defense. Right now, if you call this a tug of war, Eastwood just seems to be pushing a little bit more in Pleasant's direction.
Well, 2:06 to go in the first. And we're scoreless. Rayford. got hit near the line of scrimmage and still picked up about 4.
Yeah.
It was Matthew Kelly on that run blitz again.
Yeah, he spun out of a tackle and picked up another 3-4 yards, and get 3 or 4 yards a down, and that's going to get you there.
Well, Kelly's been cheating on the run blitz, and I'll guarantee you the coaches notice it. Same play. Rayford to the 26 will be just short of the first down.
Yeah, Cooper Combs did the same exact. It was the same exact play, same exact shift. Like he was going to come around from the left side, and they're starting to. You're starting to see a little more yardage from Rayford. Now you're getting a timeout on the field.
Officials timeout. Could be the play clock again. It's
Please reset the game clock to 1:10 and shut off the game clock, the play clock. The 25-second clock will be kept in the field.
Well, somebody's not doing their job up here, Norm. These are experienced high school officials at this level. If they see somebody's not doing their job, they're fired, I think. I think somebody just got fired because they're not running the play clock right. It was a problem once before.
well, unless there's a problem with the play
there is a
clock.
problem with it.
Because now they've shut it off. So the
one or
officials
the
said
other.
they'll keep that play clock on the field.
Right. Let's give them the credit. We don't want to just.
So now we're down to 1 minute to go in the first. 3rd and a yard. Rayford, first down. Easy first down. Inside the 20 to the 18.
He hit that hole fast. Well, I remember when I watched Liberty Center when they won a state championship. He was through that hole, before, and the blocking was excellent on the left side there. Off tackle, basically. Simple play.
But this is what I'm talking about. The 3-yard carries become 5, become 7. And that one was for 7 on a first down. Left side this time. And out of bounds, ran out of room was Dameron.
Damron with the carry.
Let's see where they mark it. I believe at the 17. I'd give him a gain of 2.
With the tackle.
Boy, this first quarter just moving along. We're just down to maybe one more play in the first quarter, no score.
Well, and Eastwood will go into the wind. And it's going to play a big factor tonight if you have to kick. Here comes Rayford. Not much that time. Same play that they had run before. And that's going to be the final play of the first quarter after a 2-yard gain. It's Eastwood nothing, Marion Pleasant nothing. We'll be back for the second quarter here on the Toledo Sports Network.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
All right, second quarter ready to go on the Toledo Sports Network. Norm Weber, Pat Eakin tonight. Division 5, Region 18 final. And the winner goes to the state semifinals. Third down. And about 6. Rayford. Close.
Very close, a yard away, but 4 down territory. And Eastwood's got nothing but positive yards tonight. I think going for another yard is not going to be a big problem. Pleasant has not been able to get into the backfield yet. And, obviously this is going to be go 100%. 10 yards from the end zone.
4th down. Just a little less than a yard. This is what you lift all the weights for. First down.
He's got the first down.
Give it to your bread and butter back. Rayford picks up 2. First and goal at the 8.
Oh, now we have a penalty, a dead ball penalty. Oh, it's sideline warning.
All right, 10 carries, 37 yards for Jaden Rayford.
I was going to say, if that turned out to be a real yardage penalty, that would have been huge. Pleasant with their defensive backs against the wall here, trying to keep Eastwood in the red zone, out of the end zone.
Given to the man in motion, that's Combs. Can he get to the corner? He does. Touchdown.
Got it. And there's a nice block by Damron to free him up on the right side there. I don't know if Mike's going to get us a replay of that, but Ceylon Damron just put a nice block on the end on the right side who was trying to contain, and didn't work because Damron's block just blew him off the play.
Jacob Hahn for the extra point. Snap down. Kick up. And good.
Yeah, barely. Just a little bit left. Almost inside the left side.
10:58 to go, second quarter. Eastwood takes the first lead. They're on top 7-0 over Marion Pleasant. And we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Foster Jones Langen Investment Group of Wells Fargo is a proud sponsor of Eastwood football. Our team of financial advisors can provide a full range of financial products and services, from helping you select individual investments to developing a retirement plan. We have access to a broad array of company resources. Contact us if you'd like to help your development for strategies for pursuing your financial goals. Give them a call at 419-872-3859. Go Eagles.
16 carries, 53 yards for Eastwood, which is not spectacular, but the bigger point in that is 16 plays compared to 10 right now for Marion Pleasant.
You're kind of seeing that graph that go up. You're seeing more and more yardage on each play.
Nice kick into the wind. Taken by Bryce Lowry, who returns it back up over the 30-yard line.
Well, Pleasant's still seeking their first down of the ball game. We're into the second quarter, so if it isn't Eastwood's offense, it's been Eastwood's defense. And I'm going to come right up front here for the record. I'm an Eastwood graduate. I'm trying to stay neutral, Norm. I'll do the best I can. We know Pleasant's a good football team, and these two teams have met a lot of times in the playoffs. So,
but you have to get some first downs.
That's going nowhere.
That's Chase, the ball carrier, just for a yard. He's had 5 carries tonight for a grand total of 7 yards. I'll give him 2 on that play.
Talk about Pleasant's line has been doing the job all year. You got 6'4", 245 senior Chase Tipswood, 6'2", 210 junior Braden Stark. I'll finish it later.
2nd and 8 for the Spartans. Play action. Going to throw deep down the right side. It's going to be overthrown. Intended receiver was number 41. That's Logan Thompson.
There's Tyler Haas defending there. He's already got 4 interceptions on the play, and he looked back, I think, had a good read on that, but nobody's going to get to that ball. And, you know, now they have 0 yards off that play. They're facing a 3rd and 9, Pleasant is. Getting back to their line, the big guy is 6'6", 200 senior Corey Pitlars.
10:14 to go in the second. 7-0 Eastwood. 3rd down. Rolling out is Warner. Going to throw on the run. Did he get his man? He did not. Incomplete.
Haas timed that perfectly. He timed that perfectly, and just just the yeah. There you go.
We could take a look at it again.
Yeah, just the contact itself is what took the ball out of his hands. He just hit him hard, and that's, you see that a lot in college and the NFL when a guy just gets hit so hard he can't hold on to the football.
So 4th down. And flags fly. We're going to get a procedure call. 3rd penalty on the Spartans for a total of 15 yards.
Well, every yard matters in a game like this, and even though he's got the wind behind him punting this time, 5 yards further back doesn't help Pleasant. It helps Eastwood.
Got it away, but kicked it off the side of his foot.
Yeah, I think it was blocked. I think he got a hand on that. I think that was Dalton Andrews, a big 6'3", 247 senior. I know his dad Dave, and Dave was a good athlete at Eastwood too. And Dalton just he was all over that. I looked like Dalton got his hand on that. And
yep, just got a little bit, as you can see in the replay. Dalton Andrews just causes chaos wherever he goes.
He does. He does.
He is a terrific player.
He's a monster. He's physical.
Senior, 6'3", 247.
I got a feeling he'd be playing college football somewhere.
Look at Rayford.
Yeah, and he had a hole that time. The blocking was excellent.
Into Spartan territory.
The blocking was just where the assignments were just where they need to be. And he had just a perfect scene.
He picked up 6, and
I talk about that graph.
Could have been more.
Yeah, could have been more. And it just seems like every time they run the football, it's just a little bit more yardage.
2nd and 4. Handoff. Damron. Got to cut it back. Going to have a 1st down. And tripped up just inside the 40-yard line.
What a run by Damron. That's why he has actually more yards per carry than even Rayford does this year. When they need him, he gets them, and he just cut back against 3 or 4 defenders, maybe more. Look at this. Cutting back again. That's reading the field and seeing the defense and knowing where you need to go to get the yardage.
So on 1st down, Rayford.
And it tripped up.
He'll pick up about 3.
You got to give credit to Bryce Lowry, 6'1", 210 junior. Just got enough of a hand there on the ankle to take him down. Still a 3-yard gain. That's especially in this territory, you're getting a 4-down territory.
Second and 7. Rayford. There's a hole. Inside the 30, down near the 28.
He's close to a 1st down. Not quite there. 3rd and very, very short. We're talking less than a yard.
Nice block by Cooper Combs.
This is a senior class at Eastwood that have been playing sports together since they were kids.
3rd down and about a yard. Everybody in the box. Rayford cuts it to the outside. 20, 15, 10. Down the sidelines. Did he get in?
Yes, he did.
He did. Touchdown.
Yes, he did. No review needed there. He's caught the pylon, inside the pylon. Nice cut back to get the 6 points. Look at that hole. Look at that. There is nobody there. Everybody just blocked to the right.
Well, he just made a comment that everybody was in the box.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Everybody's in the box. Take her off, tackle off and outside, the left side. Somebody's calling plays right.
If you can get that to the outside, yeah, there's nobody there. So Hahn for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 7:41 to go in the second. Here in this regional final, Eastwood 14, Marion Pleasant nothing, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
A rewarding career begins with an apprenticeship in the piping industry. Our state-of-the-art training facility, combined with on-the-job training side by side with a journeyman, delivers the experience needed to become a professional plumber, steam fitter, or HVAC service mechanic. Avoid costly tuitions and student loans. Earn a competitive wage and college credit in an exciting trade. We are the Northwest Ohio piping industry, building the future through dedication, knowledge, and expertise.
14-0 Eastwood now with the lead. 2 touchdown runs within 3 minutes and 17 seconds of each other. Combs with an 8-yard run on the first one. Rayford a 28-yard scamper on the second.
Yeah, we got to give Dalton Andrews some credit. Blocking that punt, probably shaved 20, 30 yards off that punt. You talk about the time difference between touchdowns, that had a lot to do with it.
So Eastwood to kick off into the wind.
Look at that kickoff.
High, short, but good coverage. And only about 5 yards on the return down near the 33-yard line. That's number 22, Weston Cheney.
Yeah, I think when you're kicking in the wind, you can always expect those up men to return it. That's not necessarily a bad thing for the kickoff team. Pleasant's still looking for the first down.
So 1st and 10, Spartans now trailing 14-0. There's a handoff around the right side.
Boy, the speed of the defense to get there when you think he's going to get some yardage.
Carter Wolf on a carry.
The pursuit from the linebackers and the defensive backs just closed that hole. Anybody, it looked to me like he might have had at least 3, 4, 5 yard gain.
Well, this Eastwood team plays their assignment so well. Play action. Going to throw it down the left side, one-on-one coverage and incomplete.
And their 0-for and passes completed, which is what this wing T offense of Marion Pleasant has had to resort to.
Blue ball was the intended receiver, and once again, with the wind to his back, Warner overthrew that.
Yeah, it's hard to judge, especially high school quarterback, high school football. I've been told that the wind could get up to 30 mile an hour here tonight. I'm sure at higher altitudes, a longer pass, you're going to see.
Well, if you look at that flag across the way,
yeah,
you can see that that's straight out. I don't think the goalposts are doing the wind justice. On the roll, in trouble, fumbled the football.
And Eastwood's got it. Number 81 for the Eagles. We'll have to look at the replay to see who made the hit there. 63. Well, that's good old Dalton Andrews forcing the fumble.
Go figure.
Yeah, go figure. And Zach Henline, that's Denny Henline's grandson. Boy, the senior tight end, all-league player himself, comes through, and he's right there, right where he needed to be, Johnny on the spot to get the loose ball.
As much press as Eastwood's offense gets, and rightly so.
Yeah,
every time I've seen this defense, they have been spectacular. 1st and 10 at the 25. Handoff. Here comes Combs. Inside the 20 to the 19. A gain of about 6.
Boy, and Eastwood is just reading now where that defense is, and they're figuring out Pleasant's defense. It's not just blowing them off the line now. It's coming up with play calls that Pleasant doesn't know how to react to or hasn't shown an ability to react to.
20,
inside and outside.
22 offensive plays for Eastwood, all runs. Sponsored tonight in part by Foster Jones Langham, as you can see, out of Perrysburg.
So who's the timeout here?
Well, timeout. We'll take timeout. 6:19 to go, second quarter. 14-0 Eastwood, leading Marion Pleasant on the Toledo Sports Network. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. 6:19 to go, second quarter on the Toledo Sports Network. Eastwood, Marion Pleasant for a trip to the state semifinals, and Eastwood with a 14-0 lead. Second down at about 4.
Oh, that's an easy yards.
Well, Cooper Combs went in motion on the left-hand side of the line.
And he's been doing that all night.
And that got somebody on the right side of the defensive line.
That's the second penalty, first down penalty for the Eagles. I got to throw some numbers at you. Eastwood rushing as a team. Let's wait till after this play because.
Well, also Jake Pickrell is very good with the hard count.
Very smart quarterback.
First down at the 14. Rayford inside the 10, down near the 8-yard line.
That's tough yards, but he's still got a good 5 or 6. And Eastwood 3,951 yards, definitely over 4,000 on the year now. Opponents 483. They're averaging 6.7 yards to 1.5 in a game. 329 to 40 per game is the average.
Addison Clark with a big bulldozing block on the inside. Second down at about 5 from the 9. Hand off the left side. That's Damron.
Yeah, still nice running, even though he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Still managed to pick up an additional yard or 2. Third down, of course, fourth down territory for the Eagles again.
3-yard gain. 3rd and 2.
We'll give Damron 3, make it 3rd and 2 from the 6-yard line. 5:15 and counting here in the second quarter. Rayford. Touchdown.
Yeah, once he got ahead of steam going, you were going to keep him out of that end zone.
Damron was leading the blocking along with Seth Welch.
Seth Welch, NBC Lineman of the Year. Had a terrific season. I was talking to his father, Lee, and he's actually a photographer for the press. Lee is out here tonight. And boy, Lee's doing double duty as a photographer and a father. Seth having an incredible year.
Hahn for the extra point. Kick is up. It is good. So 3 touchdowns inside of 6 minutes. Eastwood has grabbed a 21-0 lead over Marion Pleasant. We'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music would like to talk to you about your entertainment needs for your upcoming wedding or special event. For over 25 years, Mike has made wonderful memories, one event at a time. Professional sound and lighting and video for your special event. Call us today for an affordable package for your special day. 419-514-1302. Jameson's Mobile Music and Video.
So back we are, Eastwood to kick off. Jaden Rayford now 16 carries, 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. For the sensational sophomore.
I want to thank Mik Foster, Ben Frobose, Todd Henline, and a few others for sponsoring tonight's game, making this possible. You know, hopefully we can do it again. State semifinal matchup next week.
So Eastwood booted away. That's going to bounce at the 20, taken at the 18, up across the 25 to the 29.
Boy, it was just Eastwood playing some very physical football. That wasn't a bad kick into the wind. That was the best kick of the night yet into the wind. Kept that line driving low.
Avery Wolf on the return, and boy, when you let the kickoff bounce, you're asking for trouble.
Sure. And under 5 minutes remaining, and Pleasant still looking for a first down.
1st and 10, their own 29. Handoff, blue ball. He'll get across the 30 to the 32, a gain of 3. Blue ball has 4 carries, 11 yards. Second and 7. Quick out, blue ball. Tried to cut it back in. Now he's going to try to cut it all the way across. Across the 35 and just short of the first down to the 37-yard line.
Well, did you see how it looked like he had some yardage on this side, like he was left alone, and that closed the gap? Now he cut back the other way, and it didn't work out good for Pleasant. They're facing short yardage now, 3rd down, and see if Eastwood can stand up and still keep them without a first down here in the first half.
3rd and about 2. Keeper, first down.
There it is. The Pleasant fans have a first down to celebrate. First time I think we've heard too much cheering from the other side of the stadium, Lima Spartan Stadium here. Home with the Lima Senior Spartans.
Nathan Warner pulled that option play back to himself and ran hard. 7 yards for the first down to the 44.
He did. He wanted that. See if Pleasant can get some momentum going here on offense.
They really could use a score before the end of the half. Play action again. And incomplete. That was thrown well before Warner wanted to throw it.
And way long again. And
Seth Welch was right in his grill.
And Eastwood's got they got a lot of guys that go 2 ways. Why not? You got the athletes. We're at the Division V level, smaller schools.
Yeah, Division V, most will go both ways. 2nd down and 10. 3:10 to go in the half. Handoff, left side, blue ball. Into Eastwood territory at the 43-yard line. The biggest run of the night.
That was a nice counter. And, they're trying to... You're definitely seeing them change the playbook a little bit. And it was effective. And putting Eastwood's defense on its heels just a little bit here.
Yeah, the Eagles cheating a little bit defensively. Did not play their assignment very well on that play. But when you run this kind of wing T type offense, it's difficult. You got to play your assignments. Play action again. Warner has some time. Now couldn't find anybody, and down he goes.
And that was a coverage sack there. Just the defensive backs, Alex Ross, Tyler Haas, these guys just all over the receivers and coverage, just not allowing Warner to find anybody open.
Welch got the sack, is Eastwood's 3rd sack of the night. Now it becomes 2nd and 15. 2:04 and counting to go in the half.
Eastwood has 14 interceptions on a team, so you want to be careful if you're going to throw it.
That's blue ball this time. Picked up 4 to the 45, but it's going to be 3rd and about 11. And the Spartans are going to have to put this one up in the air.
Well, Warner has yet to complete a pass, overthrew most of them tonight.
Nope, ran it right up the middle. Chase got a first down. How about that?
Yeah, nice hole. Good blocking. That was quick to the line of scrimmage.
Matt Chase with a 14-yard gain and a first down to the 31.
And
That looked like the old 10 trap.
you got a minute to go.
Minute 10. First down. Hand off Chase again. To the 27, a gain of 4.
Now they have 2 timeouts left. They're going to burn one here. They've got the wind of their back. I'm sure field goal is an option.
With 59 seconds to go in the half, we'll take a timeout. 21-0 Eastwood with the lead over Marion Pleasant on the Toledo Sports Network.
Foster Jones Langen Investment Group of Wells Fargo is a proud sponsor of Eastwood football. Our team of financial advisors can provide a full range of financial products and services, from helping you select individual investments to developing a retirement plan. We have access to a broad array of company resources. Contact us if you'd like to help your development for strategies for pursuing your financial goals. Give them a call at 419-872-3859. Go Eagles.
All right, back we are. 21-0 Eastwood leading Marion Pleasant. 59 seconds to go in the half. All the first downs that Marion Pleasant's had in this half are on this drive. Second down and 6 from the 27. Play action fake. Warner under pressure. Spins away. Rolling left. Throws incomplete. Had a man down the left sidelines, but could not connect with Avery Wolf.
And boy, he was being chased around in that backfield. Good scrambling by Warner to get away and get loose. And he did have a man over there, and that's what can develop in a play like that. Just didn't get the accurate throw on him.
You can forgive him, though, for all the pressure he was under. That's a difficult throw when you're running for your life. 3rd and 6. Handoff. Nope. He tried to keep it. Go around in. Broke a tackle. Didn't get there.
You got to give him credit for breaking a couple tackles, but
I think that was Ian Downard was the first one there.
But we got to talk about Eastwood's speed and their pursuit to the ball, and it just slowed them down enough. And boy, I'll tell you what, you can't waste that kind of time against Eastwood's defense.
Yeah, we could keep this one right here, I think. Loss of 3 makes it 4th down and 9.
Well, I got to think that Pleasant's going to come up with something out of their playbook, like they've done this drive. That's a little different from the usual wing tee and counters. Just something that's going to try and upset the apple cart a little bit. And they got to either get. They have 30 yards to go. They want to score before halftime.
And now they have no timeouts. So even if they get a first down, the clock will temporarily stop.
Yeah, so they got to go, right. They got to go to the air, I would think. That way, and they've got to go perhaps closer near to the end zone or the sidelines. They've got to stop the clock if they don't get in the end zone. So, like you said, they get the first down. That'll give them some time. Maybe they can spike the football. Resorting to a field goal when you're down 3 touchdowns is not really what you want, but it may be what they resort to.
All right, Warner in under center on 4th and 9. 27 seconds to go in the half. And back to throw. Gonna lob it toward the corner. It's gonna get picked off. Pretty easy interception. Tyler Haas.
Yeah, that's his 5th. I believe it's his 4th or 5th interception on the year.
And that is the 3rd
fifth.
Spartan turnover. And that's just a basically, let's throw it down there and hope something good happens.
That was a 4th down, right?
Yes.
He could have just knocked that down. He'd have better field position. Why not pad that stand a little bit?
Oh, not when you have a chance to pick one.
Yeah, you got a chance for a pick 6, I suppose. You're right.
But boy, that tackle went right at his knee. Unfortunately, he's fine. So I think we'll just get a kneel down to end the half, I would imagine. And why not? Well, the second quarter was everything that the Eastwood Eagles could hope for. 3 touchdowns within 5 minutes and 58 seconds of each other. And at halftime here in this Division 5 Region 18 final, it's Eastwood 21, Marion Pleasant nothing. We'll take time for halftime, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Got a good arm, but you got to give credit to Eastwood's defense. They're putting a lot of pressure. Great defensive backs, and you've got a 30-mile-an-hour wind out there at times, gusting too. That makes it difficult. But Otsego put a nice drive together at the end of the quarter, end of the half. Rayford right now 91 yards rushing on 16 carries, averaging close to 6 a carry. That's about the biggest stat offensively we got. Blue Ball has 28 yards and Chase has 23. Darmon is 22. Eastwood scored 3 times that second quarter you talked about, Norm. First one came, like you said, 5 minutes apart for the three touchdowns. Cooper Combs scored an 8-yard run just a little over a minute into the quarter. Then Jane Rayford scored a 28-yard run with 7:41 remaining in the half. Then with 5 minutes remaining in the half, just 2.5 minutes later, Rayford scored again on a 6-yard run. Jacob Hahn providing the PAT conversion kick all 3 times. They were short drives, good field position. First one was 8 plays, 35 yards, leading to Coombs' touchdown. Rayford scored after a 53-yard drive on 5 plays, and Rayford scored on a 25-yard drive after a fumble recovery on 4 plays. And turnovers are big. Each team has lost a fumble. Eastwood has an interception. Eastwood's 2 for 2 in the red zone. Total yards here tonight so far at halftime. 126 for Eastwood, 52 for Pleasant. Almost all that coming on that last drive. Yeah, 7-3 in first downs. All 3 of Pleasant's first downs came in that last drive. And don't get us wrong, that last drive may be an indicator of things to come. And Eastwood can't let down against a quality team like Pleasant coming in here tonight 10-1. Last drive it showed us that they can do a lot of things offensively, and if their quarterback, Warner, starts finding his targets, Eastwood's going to have to adapt defensively and get guys out of the box and be prepared on the defensive end.
Also, in the first half, Marion Pleasant 3 turnovers, 4 penalties. 2 or 3 of those penalties resulted in first downs for Eastwood. Eastwood no penalties in the first half. No,
that tells you the kind of discipline, that Eastwood is playing with.
Eastwood had 1 turnover on a fumble, but they got the ball back on a forced fumble on the next drive.
Right, and when they lost that ball on the fumble, they forced a 3 and out. This has just been Eastwood's defense stellar, and the offense just wearing down that offensive line, the herd of Eastwood, as they like to call themselves, just wearing down Pleasant's line. Now Pleasant will come out here fresh. They've got to rest. Eastwood too, and we got another half of football yet, and Pleasant is not certainly giving up, just down by 3 touchdowns at halftime.
Ethan Warner, the quarterback for Marion Pleasant, 1 of 8 for 5 yards, and he was also sacked 3 times. The only 2 negative runs by Eastwood in the first half was on the fumble
and the knee.
That's the only 2. And as you can see, the wind blows the ball off the tee.
Yeah, see if he can.
Not a lot here to cut the wind down either. It's
no.
You go outside, it cuts right through you. So the Spartans to kick it off, taking on a hop at about the 8-yard line. Combs across the 20 to 25 and out to the 26.
Well, Combs taking that on a bounce. Got lucky it bounced right to him, or we might have had a touchback. Got it out to the 26 at 6 yards further, so this is about the worst field position Eastwood's had in a while. They got to go 75 yards for a score, so it's all set up. We're ready here, Norm, for third quarter and see if things shake out much differently at all. They have to for Pleasant.
Pleasant needs to force a turnover or do something here to at least force maybe a 3 and out, get a short punt, and get back into business. Pickrell, the quarterback. And on first down, Rayford, look at that.
Yeah, kept his balance, picked up an additional few yards. I think he got 6 or 7, maybe 6 there.
Yeah, they'll mark it at the 33, give him 7.
Wow. And I think 4 of those were just tiptoeing, trying to keep his balance.
He's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
He got 2 more years of this, and he's going to get bigger, stronger, and faster.
Yeah, but the only difference will be this line, a lot of it graduates.
Rayford again, first down. Cross the 45 out near the 48.
And he busted that one open. Nice yardage, nice blocking. And then he created some extra yardage himself. Got in the secondary.
Well, the thing about Eastwood, though, especially with the offensive defensive line, they tend to reload.
Yeah, and I'm not going to take that away from them either. We'll see what kind of package Craig Rutherford in his first year took over for his dad. His dad coached here 33 years, and
although this offensive line is special. Keeper Pickrell. Look at that, spun off a tackler before being pushed out of bounds.
Boy,
very close to a first down.
Had me fooled for a second. Three pleasant. Look at that, converge on.
Everybody bit
on.
And there was a real nice block on Matthew Kelly.
Yeah, everybody bit on
the
Rayford.
corner.
Yeah.
Didn't see who made that block. Gain of 10 and a first down at the 42. Rayford. Look at this.
Boy, there's a couple people going for that football there. And just
very
conscious. He got the first down. It's close. Yes, they're giving it to him. They're getting 10 yards a drop now here.
They might be going for the ball, but meanwhile, he picked up another 10 yards.
Yeah. Maybe that's their only hope right now, the way Eastwood's moving the football.
3 carries for 32 yards already on this drive for Rayford.
And Rayford has a chance to hit the 2,000-yard mark tonight.
That's 19 carries for 123 yards tonight.
He could hit 2,000 yards tonight.
Rayford, again.
Boy, it's just...
He took on...
being a workhorse.
Number 78, Chase Tipwords.
Yeah.
Who's 6'4", 245, and drove him downfield.
Yeah. Like we said, it's not just his quickness, his agility, his finesse. It's his power. He can run with power, too.
He got low.
He got low. He did.
So when he hit Tipsword, he was able to push him downfield. Combs in motion. This is Damron. Can he bounce to the outside? He can't. Good open field tackle.
That was a nice tackle.
Number 23, Tristan Conklin on the tackle.
Picture perfect tackle. He doesn't make that tackle. He's only got a couple defensive backs to beat. Maybe just a safety.
But that play will help set up this play. 3rd and a yard. Well, maybe they're going to change it up here. Maybe have a little audible here.
Yeah, look at that. Jake Pickerel.
Nope, Rayford. First down.
Maybe he's just playing audible, Maybe he is. Hey,
that's also possible, too.
I'm going to be Eli Manning here, and we're just going to tell everybody thinks I'm audible. And you notice how Pleasant responded their defense. Okay, what's he saying? Probably just making a bunch of stuff up. Not saying it's true, but
5 carries, 45 yards for Rayford on this drive.
he's at 140 on the night.
Yeah, 136 is what I got.
He needs 250 in 2000.
Combs around the right side. He got to the corner, down near the 9.
He wasn't happy with going out of bounds. He wanted more. He wanted to take somebody on.
He didn't quite get out of bounds. Kelly got over there.
He didn't, and he could have. He wanted to take somebody on. So who's he take on?
Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly's had a good night tonight. We've called his name out quite a bit.
Eastwood's third trip to the red zone.
Second, about 2. Rayford.
There's a nice tackle. Getting in.
Yeah, guess
Kelly.
who?
Kelly. Yeah, he's having a good night. Good form. Good, knows how to tackle. He's the one guy you got to figure out on Pleasant's defense.
That is the first time Rayford did not get positive yardage on a carry.
Well, they're still facing 3rd and short here. 4 down territory.
Well, he may get another shot at it here. And does? Nope.
There he is again.
Pickrell kept it.
Oh my!
First down.
That one threw me for a. And even Kelly bit on that.
Sure did. He also did a little skip there, trying to get the defender to bite. 5 yards and a first down. Well, Kelly has cheated a lot coming from that corner.
Yeah.
And you had to figure at some point they were going to run something that maybe will keep him from cheating a little bit. Rayford.
Well,
didn't get in.
There's Kelly again. This has become.
I saw Bryce Lowry in there too, number 27.
Yeah, it's becoming a wrestling match between.
Oh yeah, well that's the play before. That's the Pickrell run. But they're really keying on Rayford. Why not? Here's the last run, as you can see, number 27. Bryce Lowry got in there. Man in motion, and then Stam around to the corner. Touchdown. Well, okay, can't run up the middle, and we'll run to the left and around the corner.
And the top-ranked Eagles move up 27-0. Bring out Jacob Hahn for his 4th PAT kick of the night.
Combs was throwing a block. Brody Patterson throwing a block.
Marion did a good job getting to that outside corner. Spreading out the defense.
Hahn for the extra point. And it's good. 6:33 to go in the third. Eastwood 28, Marion Pleasant nothing. And we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Foster Jones Langen Investment Group of Wells Fargo is a proud sponsor of Eastwood football. Our team of financial advisors can provide a full range of financial products and services, from helping you select individual investments to developing a retirement plan. We have access to a broad array of company resources. Contact us if you'd like to help your development for strategies for pursuing your financial goals. Give them a call at 419-872-3859. Go Eagles.
28-0 Eastwood with the lead over Marion Pleasant. 6:33 to go in the third. And the winner goes to the state semifinals.
Mike, if your cameraman can get a shot sometime tonight of the young Eastwood football player in a wheelchair on the sideline, that's Cade Booth. Steve Junger wrote a nice feature on him. He was their leading running back last year and hurt himself on the 4th play of the first game against Ottawa Glandorf. And Cade is going to be out the rest of the season and probably probably all of basketball.
Carter Wolf on the return out to the 35-yard line.
Cade kind of disappeared.
Explain the nature of the injury. Too.
It was an ACL and a break, too, I believe. I interviewed Cade, too, did a feature for the press, and then Steve came out with his feature just before I wrote mine, and it was, I think, at the recommendation of athletic director Jeff Hill. Great idea. This guy, part of the team, he's helping coach. He's doing a lot more than just being on the sidelines.
He's a senior, so obviously his high school football career is done.
And he had hoped to play college football. He was their top back. Actually, I think he had more yardage last year than Rayford did, of course, as a junior. And good, excellent three-sport athlete. He does believe he'll play baseball and may catch the end of basketball season.
Chase gained 3 on first down, second and 7 for the Spartans. Chase again to the 41. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Chase gets up a little bit slow there. They were having a little bit more success. 3rd down, they've got to get 4 here for the first down. I just wonder if they get close. What their decision? They're down by 4 touchdowns. They can't allow Eastwood to score another touchdown and push us into a running clock.
Well, the clock is a problem now with 5:23 to go in the 3rd.
Sure. Maybe we'll see some play action or some throwing here.
Handoff. Carter Wolf.
Oh, nice try by Wolf. He ran hard, but boy, he just ran into a cement wall right there, a yard short of the first down marker. There's Zach Henline, who I talked about before, recovered that fumble.
4th and 2, I'm not sure you have a choice here at 28-0. You can't afford to give up the ball again. We'll see if they snap it or not.
Yeah, that's discipline. No penalties on the night, and that's just pure discipline. I got to give Craig Rutherford a lot of credit. Just unbelievable. His first year as a varsity head coach. Now, he's been an assistant, helped with the Eastwood program. He's been at Anthony Wayne helping out. His dad's been a coach 33 years. His dad went to Clyde High School, played football, played at BGSU. His mom, Connie Gardner, they're just a sports family on both sides of the family here. And Craig comes into his first year of coaching. And granted, he had a lot of talent here, but to do what he's doing, it's what his team is doing too. But as a first-year head coach is remarkable. I haven't seen anything like it. It reminds me of Gibsonburg softball when they had a first-year head coach and Foster. What was her first name? Unique. First 3 years as a head softball coach at Gibsonburg, she won state championships. Watch out for a fake here, Norm.
Yeah, this is Warner. Yep, there is that fake. There goes Chase and a first down. Six-yard. Let's see.
Yeah, I think
8-yard gain and a first down.
Yeah, I'm surprised Eastwood was caught by that. Here I am talking about that good coaching of Greg Rutherford, and defense makes a little miscue there. Not a big deal yet.
Well, it does extend the drive. And Pleasant has to get some points on the board. Back to throw, Warner.
Oh, he dropped it. Boy, he had it in his hand. Had it at least 5 yards. Heard footsteps, saw footsteps right in front of him. And those footsteps are...
Anytime you're in the playoffs and you're forced to do something that you don't regularly do, it's extremely difficult to pull off.
Now, that was a nice throw by Warner. That's one of his better throws of the night.
1 of 9 now. Handoff left side, gain of about 2. And that was Chase. So now it's 3rd and 8.
Justin Pickerel, Jake's little brother, a sophomore, getting the tackle there. 5'10", 171-pound linebacker. You know, we talk about them reloading. He's going to be part of that reloading process no matter what happens to Eastwood here on out. He'll be back.
And meanwhile, the clock keeps ticking. Warner back to throw. Rolling to the right, throws, incomplete, and he's lucky it didn't get picked off.
Yeah, he threw that in about the middle of 5 red shirts. He had 1 receiver and five defenders around him. The only receiver was Chase. And Matt Chase, and you're right, he's lucky it didn't get picked off. Now they're facing another 4th down. Erica Foster was that Gibsonburg softball coach.
4th and a little more than 8. Warner has to roll to the left. In trouble. Down he goes. Had nowhere to go. 81, Zach Henline sealed off the corner.
I think we have the Pleasant coaches right above us because we just heard a huge bang. The only thing I can figure, yeah, I think the Marion Pleasant coaches must be right above us.
That's the 4th sack. Henline cut him off. Then I think it was Salinas that ran him down from behind.
Antonio Salinas, Alignment of the Year District, voting by Northwest Ohio Media. Mark, wasn't that you that sent out that press release, or was somebody else from the Courier, I thought?
1st down and 10.
Not you? Well, you're not with the Courier anymore, right? Okay.
Pickrell will hand it off on 1st down. Rayford. Inside the 45 to the 44.
Well, Eastwood has the luxury. They haven't thrown a pass yet all night. You know, they're not going to now. Luxury just that the clock is just, they're not making mistakes. They're right where they want to be right now.
The 1 turnover was on a double handoff. And no penalties. Rayford. Look at this. One of those plays goes into the pile, disappears, comes out the other side. A gain of 11.
Yeah. It's a nice run. You give him a seam. He just shoots right through there. Picks up 10, 12, 15 yards before you even know where he's at. He's through that line into the secondary.
25 carries, 152 yards, and 2 touchdowns tonight for Rayford. 1st and 10 at the 33. Rayford stumbled, kept his balance. Inside the 25 to the 24. And a gain of 9.
Another hard run by, what can you say? I mean, helmet to helmet, lowering his shoulder and just taking guys on. That's what he does.
He is fun to watch. He is fun to watch. He is not afraid to run between the tackles. He's got the speed to take it to the outside. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll take it with 1:49 to go in the 3rd. Eastwood 28, Marion Pleasant nothing on the Toledo Sports Network. It's a pretty easy game to call. Except for the double handoffs and the fakes. All right, coming back. 3-2. Second down at about a yard for Eastwood. At the Marion Pleasant 24, a minute 49 to go in the third, 28-0 Eastwood.
Eastwood trying to get in the end zone, force that running clock, which could that will pretty much put Pleasant. Look at this, going to the outside. That's Dameron.
Yep. Dameron for the first down. Pushed out of bounds near the 16.
If Eastwood holds on to this, Eastwood's been playing football since 1958. Took the field for the first time in consolidation.
Nice seal block on the outside, Hunter Slapman.
And they can hold on here for about another quarter. It could be the state semifinals for the first time in almost 60 years of football.
Hand off. Oh, there we go. Cooper Combs that time. Picked up a couple to the 13. Minute 26. What also is really going to hurt Marion Pleasant in the fourth quarter, they got to go into the wind.
Yeah. Yeah, and the one hope was Warner's arm, and I talked about, he's got a nice arm. He's really can throw that ball, but I'm sure the wind and other factors have really made it tough for him tonight.
Rayford. Smell in the end zone. Stiff arm. In. A touchdown.
Oh, he just willed his way in there. There's your running clock.
Smell in the end zone. Third touchdown run. 27 carries, 174 yards.
Well, we knew when Eastwood opened the season with big wins over Ottawa Glandorf, Maumee, and Bowling Green that this was going to be a special team. And those weren't even close, those three games. And, they rolled through a Northern Buckeye Conference action, and they're not looking like they're going to be stopped tonight.
Hahn, the extra point, is good. 58 seconds to go in the third. Eastwood 35, Marion Pleasant nothing, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Want to take back control? A Generac home standby generator protects your home against power outages every second of every day, all year long, automatically, whether you're home or away. Control your power, control your life with a Generac home standby generator.
For a free estimate, call Schneider Sons Electric, 419-691-8284.
35-0. Eastwood with the lead over Marion Pleasant with 58 seconds to go in the third. We now go to a running clock, which means the clock will continue to go regardless, except for, change of possession?
Change of possession and score and a change of possession, timeout. Injury or official timeouts as well.
Kick taken near the 20-yard line. Up across the 30 is Carter Wolf. Although I thought this game lined up pretty well for Eastwood, I did not see a running clock coming tonight. This has been very impressive.
In a regional final, this is a team, Eastwood, has outscored our opponents coming into tonight, 498 to 109. You add that in now, they scored over 500 points. Wow.
This is Blue Ball, who will pick up 3 to the 35.
And that'll likely be, maybe they get in a playoff still. They got time.
There's about a 6-second differential, so not sure if I don't think we're going to get another playoff here. That will end the third quarter. Eastwood 35, Marion Pleasant nothing. We'll be back for the fourth coming up on the Toledo Sports Network.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladio.
Gladio Home Center. A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladio is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladio Home Center.
Fourth quarter ready to roll here in Lima. Norm Raymer, Pat Eakin, 35-0 Eastwood. Mount Pleasant with the football, 2nd and 7. And it is a running clock situation now anytime you get to 30 points. Look at that. Tackle in the backfield, number 16, Tyler Schmeltz.
Tyler Schmeltz, the Northwest District Defensive Player of the Year.
The other thing you like to see out of Eastwood, they don't know any other way to play than all out.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's 0-0 or 35-0.
And you know what? You're in a regional final playoff game here.
Don't think they don't want the shutout, too.
Yeah.
Defenses always want a shutout. Warner. Down he goes. I see number 28, Antonio Salinas, in there.
I just mentioned Tyler Haas. Or not Tyler Haas, but Schmeltz. Northwest District Defensive Player of the Year, Antonio Salinas. Northwest District Lineman of the Year. Eastwood came away with so many accolades from that Northwest District voting.
5 sacks by Eastwood. Punt into the wind. And I think somebody got a piece of it. It's going to roll dead at about the 43.
Well, whether anybody got a piece of eyes into that heavy wind and
it ended up being about a 30-yard punt, which you'll take that into the wind.
Sure. He may have tried to keep it low, too, just to keep it from getting hung up in the wind.
Marion Pleasant has gone back to pass 15 times. 5 of them have ended up in sacks.
And he's completed one? Going back 15 times.
8 have been incompletions. 1 has been an interception, and 1 was complete for 5 yards. And that's, you tip your hat to this Eastwood defense. I'm telling you, while the offense is very good, I love watching this defense. They're going to let the play clock run down.
You've got some different backfield players. You got Gage Might, a freshman running back in the backfield.
And that back hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Carrying the football right there.
Yep, number 45, Gage Might.
Rayford was not lined up in that play. I imagine they don't want to take a chance on anybody getting an injury right now.
No.
Next week they pull this off, which looks like they're going to South Range. And Black River are going at it tonight as well. South Range is undefeated, 12-0. They were the top seed in their region. Black River 11-1.
Well, you know who's good this late in the season? Everybody.
Everybody, yes.
Eastwood going to take a timeout. We'll take time. 9:23 to go in the fourth. 35-0 Eastwood on the Toledo Sports Network. Just looking at the two teams, they both do the same thing. Eastwood does them all better.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like two boxers, and one guy's a puncher, but the other guy punches harder. And has a chin. All right, coming back. $9:23 to go in the game.
Well, Norm, you just made a nice analogy. Why don't you just feed it to our listeners here? I think it's perfect.
I just felt that Eastwood coming in here, these two teams do the same things, and Eastwood, a little bigger, stronger, faster, is just doing everything better.
Yeah.
And I said it was like two heavyweight fighters. Both are punchers, but the one guy hits harder than the other and has a chin.
Yeah.
It's kind of left Marion Pleasant with scratching their heads on what to do.
Yeah, well, so there isn't much you can do when you're just overpowered like that. It's not strategy, it's nothing else. I mean, Eastwood hasn't even put the ball in the air tonight.
Oh,
Hasn't even tried.
not the whole night. Haven't had to. Look at this. That's student body left. Damron will pick up, let's see, about 6 to the 47.
36.
The linemen get out when they pull. They do so well. They're so quick with their first step to get out there.
You know, I'm thinking there maybe. Well, I was going to say a pass, but no, I'm not going to do that.
I mean,
It doesn't matter. There's a clock.
That is true. I don't think you're going to see a pass tonight from Eastwood. Looks like he's a little short to the 48. Needed to get to the 47.
Yeah, he's short. I think they're going to say he's short.
4th and 1.
It's about a yard short.
But, you know, I see them. I don't see why not, even at this point in the game. They're keeping their offense on the field.
Yeah, and it's not to run up the score necessarily, but
no, it's
at all. First down.
It's Gage.
That's Gage might gain a 5.
First down, Eagles.
Excellent blocking. They still have the herd out there. For their line, and you know they've taken Rayford out of the game at least for this series right now. And
you will not see him back.
Not likely.
No.
Not likely. We might even before it's over see something.
Not a chance. 7:09 to go and counting. Damron. Flag flies.
Oh, that looks like the hold.
That could be the very first penalty against Eastwood.
Yeah, and you got the hold right there.
How about that?
Yeah.
They go till about 7 minutes to go in a game before one of them yellow hankies flies out, and the clock continues to tick because we're on a running clock.
I don't mean to sound mean, but that's just 10 more yards for Eastwood, the way things have been going. Plus they get the down over. Is that really so bad?
They'll make it 1st and 20.
Well, another minute just went off the clock.
Yeah, 6:15 to go. This is Damron. Look at that block.
Hey, you know what? He'd go out of bounds now, and it doesn't even matter.
So many blocks to count, but the last one was Seth Welch, number 58.
Yeah. Seth just having an incredible year. I mean, for all those linemen of Eastwood, and that's what we talked about before the game.
Well, Reed Buckman got just enough of his defender. Was that him or was that 63? I think it was Dalton Andrews. Got just enough of the defender to be able to give Damron the room to pick up 13. Combs bounces it to the outside. He's going to have a first down. Out of bounds inside the 30 at the 29. And 5:07, 5:06.
Oh, they got a penalty again. Apparently, they're marking the ball off.
Huh.
What's this carelessness?
Block in the back. Well, that takes away an 11-yard run.
After this contest for a brief award presentation involving both schools.
So it'll be 2nd and 13. We're down to 4:33 and counting. And the Eagles are in no hurry whatsoever.
Oh, and they go from the regional level here, it looks like, to the state level.
Damron had to veer to the outside, and that kept him from getting around the corner. And he'll actually lose a couple. Had enough penetration there on the inside to kick that play out a little farther.
Okay, Norm, does Jake Pickerel just
Nope.
try pass?
Nope.
Why not? It don't matter with the clock or anything.
Nope. At 35-0, nope. Yep, there's the handoff. Gage Might picked up about 3 to the 46.
And they'll likely punt here because they want to preserve that shutout. And knowing the power of McCauley, I could easily see this punt. Well, he's not coming out. I think they're going to use all the time they can on the play clock, and then it looks like they call a timeout.
Yeah, they're not going to bother to punt, or at least until the clock runs out. There's the flag will fly. 3 penalties all in this drive.
Oh, what's wrong with Eastwood now? 3 penalties in this drive.
All right.
Get ball. Delay a game. Offense. Backup penalty. Replay for
I guess delay a game stops the clock.
I don't think it does it?
Well, it
I
just
guess
did.
It does. Okay.
Well, now it's going again. Does that mean you can just keep taking delay of penalties all the way back?
I suppose they could.
Because you can take, that's on the 49, you could take 9 more.
That would be ethical, I don't think.
Wow.
Well, you better get that off.
Rush came, yeah. Blue ball. Fumbled. Seal got it.
Well, it looks like Eastwood's on it, but I'm not sure. Yeah,
Eastwood.
By Pleasant. That's not what he signaled, was it?
4 turnovers? Oh.
Okay.
Nope, I guess it's Marion Pleasant's football. With 2:02 to go, and the clock begins.
Well, it won't start till the snap.
Oh, no, it started already.
Well, they are supposed to wait till the snap on it. I don't think anybody minds either way.
I don't think it's going to turn the game at this point. Chase picks up about 4. It's a very disappointing way for Marion Pleasant to end the season.
Very successful season.
A very
second
good
in the Middle
season,
Ohio
yep.
Conference. Behind another very good football team, who they lost to in overtime. Finished the season 10-2. The first game was canceled. I imagine probably weather. I remember that first week, especially as you got down into a little bit south of where we are. There was some lightning and some storms. But they have had a very good season and a very good league. Clear Fork did win the league championship, but just by beating Pleasant in overtime.
This is Warner back to throw. Going to heave it into the wind, and it's caught near the 45-yard line.
I don't think his knee ever touched. his knee, of course, there's no replay and they blow the whistle. This is high school football, but to tell you the truth, I think he's right. I think his knee never went down.
I don't think the officials think so.
No, it's done. There's nothing they can do at this point. I don't think. They're talking. I don't know what they're talking about.
Not sure how far that was. 28 yards?
Is that their biggest play of the night?
Oh, yeah. Now they start the clock. Nothing there. And that's likely the final play. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your regional champions are the Eastwood Eagles. 13-0 on the season. A 35-0 shutout over Marion Pleasant.
And, you know, I'm going to just go back to what you said, Norm. 2 heavyweights slugging it out, but one's just bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic, and just overpowered the other one tonight. And it really isn't anything else Pleasant can do. Eastwood also has a lot of depth. So much depth. They can bring so many guys in. Even with Rayford out for 2 games this year, they were overpowering. So let's just go to your analogy. I think that's about as good as it gets. That summarizes it pretty good.
Well, it only gets tougher when you get to the state semifinals, but if you're a fan of the Eastwood Eagles, you got to be very excited about your possibilities the next 2 weeks.
Well, Eastwood's just rolled through the playoffs. I mean, they haven't had a close game. The closest game, the only close game they've had all year was by Genoa.
When they turned the ball over 4 times, I think,
yeah,
in that game.
And they put themselves in a hole. And then outscored Genoa 21-0 in the 4th quarter to win that. And Alex Ross got the winning touchdown on the interception return. And you know, they you know, as long as they don't have a game like that, I think they're set.
But that game, and we did that game here on the Toledo Sports Network, a couple of things you pull out from that game is, one, it gets you focused.
Yeah,
when you have so many games that were lopsided.
Right.
One, it gets you focused. 2, it also gives you the confidence that if you're ever in that situation again, you can win.
Right.
And sometimes a game like that is the best thing that can happen to a team before they get to the playoffs.
Yeah, they could. That wake-up call, I'm sure, did them some good. You know, they had one game they won 77-0, and that's with a running clock. So, you know, if you're, it's like you said, you got to maintain that focus, and when you're winning by scores like that, that's hard for anybody. That's hard for anybody.
Whoever it is or wherever it is, it's next Friday, and that's the state semifinals coming up. So we'll wrap things up here from Lima. Thanks to everybody here for their hospitality here at Lima Senior High School. Thanks to everybody on the crew, Mike Jameson as well in the truck. Appreciate it very much. For Pat Eakin, I'm Norm Waymer. Your final score, Eastwood 35, Mount Pleasant nothing. Eastwood goes to 13-0, and they are the regional champions. We'll see you next time on the Toledo Sports Network.
Sir, can I grab your